spx6900, the physics of a moment. Let's get started.
Here is the core idea, and it's simple once you see it. Trust is a state of matter. Think ice, water, vapor. Same substance, three different energy levels. Vapor is latent trust. Strangers, no connection yet, just potential. While liquid is a movement, trust flowing fast between people carried by a shared story. And lastly, solid is community. Trust that's crystallized into structure, norms, rituals, inside jokes, identity. I'm saying movement and community are the same thing. They are just trust at different densities. Every real community you ever part of passed through all these three states. SPX 6900 did that too. Let's plot it on two axes. Trust density on one side, interaction energy on the other. How often, how high stakes, how vivid the contact is on the other. Three regions fall out. Latent, movement, community. And the amber line, that's the path, not a straight line up. A real path a group actually walks. Strangers who find each other condense into something that moves together, and if it survives long enough, solidity into structure. Watch that line. That's not a metaphor for SPX. That's literally the path our coin has taken. I'm about to show you the exact same line with our actual dates on it. Let's talk about the first equation. Trust equals credibility plus reliability plus intimacy divided by self-orientation. For us, credibility is diamond-handedness. That's not just an option, that's a bond. Reliability is what actually been delivered, the burn, the listings, the token availability on various chains, not promises, they're actually delivered. Intimacy is us, the Aeon's name, the mascot, Project Aeon, the stuff that makes a stranger feel like they are already inside something, a cognosphere. But look at the denominator, self-orientation. That's a real exposure, a huge amount of credibility sitting on one person's shoulders. If that ever cracks, trust doesn't erode slowly, it falls off a cliff. Hold that thought, it matters later. Second equation, how a movement actually spreads. It's actually a diffusion curve. Growth depends on how contagious the story is, multiplied by how much ambient trust is already in the room. Look at these three lines. Same story, same push. The only thing that changes is trust. High trust doesn't just spread faster, it reaches further before it plateaus. This is the whole argument against chasing pure virality. A viral movement with no trust underneath, it produces spectators. However, a viral movement with trust produces believers who stay after the algorithm moves on. Third one, what a community's actual worth? Value scales with the square of the members times average trust density. Here is the line that matters. We've got over 900 million tokens in circulation. That number is not the network. Trust density is the multiplier that decides what that number is actually worth. 900 million tokens held by people who'd show up for each other is worth infinitely more than the same number scattered across tourists who never talk to each other. Now let's put our actual story on this. 6 real events. One in August 2023 launch. Basically nothing, just an idea and a story. 2, September 2024, Murad puts on his list. That's the ignition point. Trust starts flowing into motion. 3, the community takeover. Ownership genuinely decentralizes. This is the line crossing from liquid towards solid. 4, peak conviction. Belief reached maximum intensity. 5, The story that had been carrying us stopped spreading as fast as doubt did. Nothing about the coin itself changed, but once more people were selling into the doubt than were buying into the story, conviction wavered and the energy pulled back. 2026, right now, rebuilding new exchanges, the Aeon's identity doing real work, pushing to re-solidify. Doubt overran belief. That's really all it was. Nothing structural broke. The token, the burn, the community, all of it was still there the whole time. What happened is the story stopped spreading fast enough to keep outrunning the debt. And the moment doubt wins that race, even briefly, conviction follows it down every time. There's an equation for this. Trust decays on its own unless something actively reinforces it faster than it's decaying. That's not bad luck, that's physics. This is the most important side in the whole deck. Everything after this is about what we do with that fact. So where does that leave us right now, mid 2026? On the edge of solid, we've got real things going for us. A name people actually identify with, a mascot, Project Aeon, a burn mechanic that rewards patience over panic, a lot of conferences happening across the world, but we are still fragile in one specific place. Trust decays on its own unless something actively reinforces it faster than it's decaying. Here is why I made this video instead of just posting anything else. None of us can control exchange listings, but there is one term in that equation every single Aeon does control: the reinforcement rate. Every piece of every video, every meme, every time you show up and remind someone why this matters, that's a real measurable event pushing back against decay. You are not a spectator in this equation. You are the mechanism. Trust becomes movement. Movement constructs identity, resolving into community. Community rebuilds trust around and around, compounding only if we keep feeding it. We are early. Let's build a strong, solid phase. Aeons, I'll see you in the next one.